I'm closer, so I guess I move into the room.
Everyone else?
I mean, I also move into the room?
Yeah. I also move. We stay together. Cautiously. Yeah.
Cautiously?
Tiptoeing into the room.
So,
Sorry.
hold up. So since Lucia's the only one that actually says cautiously, I want you to roll stealth. Everyone else just, like, walks in.
I said I go cautiously too.
Alright.
Tiptoe.
Okay.
Going.
I get 12.
Alright, I get a 5, but don't I get plus?
Yeah, you add your stealth bonus to that. So it'll be, like, your... Does Kai have any stealth bonus?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, I do have a... Oh, wait, or... Is it only a stealth bonus if the circle is blocked in?
Stealth... If the circle's blocked in, you add your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, it's just dexterity.
Okay, so... Okay, 15.
7.
Alright, you walk normally with everyone else. Kai, like... I'll have you stealth around. Do you want to go to the left, or do you want to go left to where the arrow was shot at, or the right?
Left to where the arrow was shot from.
Okay, so you're stealthing into the cave towards the left. Everyone else is just sort of like walking in the middle. And from the left, you see what appears to be a goblin looking over, like hiding behind the stalagmite with a bow and arrow in his hand.
Clearly trying to kill us.
Yes, he shot the whale, Jill.
He is a foe.
Well, I guess would stealth work? I mean, your whale is lighting up the area.
That's what I was kind of wondering.
Here, I'm
just so good at stealth.
Walking into the room because, like, the cover was already blown because they hit the whale.
I'm just so good at stealth, it doesn't even matter.
Hold up, I'm gonna roll perception for the goblin to see if he's, like, stupid.
Okay.
No, that's not 20. Like, as soon as you came up into the thing, Jill, sorry, Kai, he sees them, and he's, like, dead staring at you, and he's gonna let an arrow fly at Kai.
I'm just gonna awkwardly wave at him, like, hi.
While you awkwardly wave, he hits you with a 23.
Shit.
Does that beat your AC?
Yeah, mine's 14, so definitely.
Alright, so you take 3 damage from the arrow shot at you, and I guess we roll for initiative.
Okay.
Again, how to do that?
You roll a d20.
So 3 damage, where does the damage come from?
Your hit points.
Where is this? Oh. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, the initiative is the roll plus what again?
Your dex. Just write whatever your dex modifier is.
19.
Mine's 7. Mine's 13. Tired of sucking. I need actual dice.
Alright.
Was I supposed to roll something?
Yeah, initiative.
Oh, right. Okay. 12 plus... God, what do I add to initiative?
Dexterity.
Dex.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
I
15.
remember that.
15. Alright. So, Gerald's just gonna, like... First, I'll just have Gerald go back, and he's just gonna, like, peer around the corner of, like, back of the doorway, and he's like, I'm sure you guys got this. I'm just gonna, hang out over here until things are done. I'm tiny and squishy. I ain't gonna survive this. So, you got this. And after that, he just gives you a thumbs up and, like, a cheesy grin, be like, eh.
Right.
Kai sighs and a little smoke, like, comes out of their nose. Like, it just...
Alright, and it is, Cadiana again? You rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cadiana goes first.
Okay,
You can move around this area to, like, see the goblin, because so far only Kai sees the goblin, but you can move around to it.
Oh, guys, there's a goblin.
Thank you.
They try their
By the
best.
way.
Okay, can I do an investigation check to see if, like, anybody else is in this room?
Sure.
I don't know if that's, like, multiple feet shuffling or just, like, one.
Yeah, okay. Is it a nat 1?
That's a 2.
For all you know, it's just the one
Wait,
goblin.
it's a 2 plus proficiency in intelligence, but that's still like a...
Yeah, for all you know, it's just the one goblin.
Right? Awesome. How close is he?
He's like on the other side of this stalagmite, which I say is about 10 feet in the middle with the 10-foot base, so like 20 foot away from you with a big giant rock in the middle.
Guess the lion.
How are the lions doing,
I'll just try shooting fireball at him.
Are you gonna move to him? Right now, you're being blocked by a rock.
Okay, fine. I move Kaya over on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
I move over to the right. And try to get around to him from that way around.
Okay, and you're shooting fireball at him?
Yes.
Alright, I'll let you roll
Because I think I can move up to 30.
Yeah, you can move up to 30 feet. I'll let you roll advantage with that since he's looking at Kai right now.
Cool. That's a 12.
Advantage means you roll twice.
That's an 11.
Did you add your
It is.
Did you add your modifiers to that?
Yes.
Really?
It was a 6 and a 5. Okay, what do you want from me?
Yeah, no, it doesn't hit. You rolled like the fireball sort of like misses him barely, and he turns around and he just gives you like this like at first he's like surprised that fireball came up, but then he gives you like this teeth grin or like grimace staring right at you.
Try waving awkwardly.
Hi. I wave awkwardly as well.
Alright, next up is Kai's turn, actually.
Oh, cool. Okay. Now, what is the range like? Are people safely out of range of a fire attack?
I mean, yes, you stuck away from the main group, so all it's seen is like the one goblin.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use a fire breath.
Remember, you don't get to use that until after you rested for a while, and that takes like an hour to 8 hours.
That's a long time. Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Fire breath.
I'm just.
Can I use my saxophone fire? No, that's technically fire breath. Okay. Okay, then I'll use. I have the cantrip Vicious Mockery.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use that.
You want
Do
to?
I roll for that?
Wait, is that just bullying?
Yeah, you want to explain what vicious mockery is, Jill?
It's just being mean to them. I feel like causes actual damage.
Cyberbullying.
Right.
Yeah. So vicious mockery. Let me pull it up here. Here we go. You unleash insults with a creature in your reign. They have to make a wisdom saving throw, or else they take a 1d4 psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on their next turn. So you have to insult the shit out of him, Jill, and then he has to see whether or not he takes that insult to heart.
Okay. So, do I roll for it? Or
No.
do I just...
No,
I think you should say something.
yeah, the goblin rolls for it, but you have to say something.
Alright. Hey, who taught you how to shoot an arrow? Blind goblin? Your aim is so bad.
Bitch.
Bitch. Bitch.
Cadiana just kind of like face palms and
And I was kind of taking the party like,
Alright, what do I have to beat? Oh, shit, that ain't gonna fly. So, he rolled a 5? Actually, no, he rolled a 3 because he have -1 for its wisdom.
Yeah.
So, that does not save against your spell DC, right?
Wait,
He rolled a 5, Jill.
wait, why'd you roll for me?
No, I got it. The goblin has to do a saving throw
Okay.
to beat the vicious mockery.
Okay.
He rolled
So
a
you rolled a
5.
for the goblin.
What's the spell DC? I'm pretty sure it's not 5.
Oh. It doesn't say. It just says cantrip, vicious mockery, but it doesn't say the power of it.
Check on your character notes.
Yeah, okay. There's bardic inspiration, fire resistance, fire breath. No.
Very bottom.
A spell save, you say?
Yes, spell save.
Okay.
What is that?
8 plus proficiency plus charisma equals 13.
Yeah, 5 does not beat 13, Jill.
No. I
So,
win.
I guess you insulted his... First roll damage is 1d4.
Okay. So the triangle one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Seems hard to roll. 2.
Okay, so I guess he heard you insult a blind goblin and then like call him a bitch, and he flashed back to his mentor who taught him how to shoot a bow and arrow, and then he also flashbacks to the time where his entire clan was trapped in a fire where his mentor actually did become blind because of it, and so you just sort of see him just like trying to hold back the tears from reliving his past.
Just kind of like looks between the two, just like really in disbelief.
Kylie feels actually quite guilty, was trying to hide it, like, oh yeah, it's fine. I don't feel bad about that at all.
Lucia's cleaning nails. He's not very invested right now.
What did Lucia do?
He's cleaning his nails. He's not very invested right now.
Alright, because next is gonna be Duva then. Wait, hold up. Did I just gotta ask, is Lucia still finished with the tentacle?
Oh yeah, he's done. He's done.
Yeah, he's been doing that this whole time.
Yeah.
Divas eroding.
Alright, it's Duva's turn.
Okay. Well, since the goblin's like crying and shit.
Thanks, bye.
I think Duva's gonna like kind of like run around and cast Ice Knife and like shoot his ice knives at the like.
Shit, what does ice...
Mostly cover my... What?
What does ice knife do?
It's just like it's like he creates like magical ice knife, like ice shards, kind of like a Pokemon. And it's like.
Alright, that's pretty cool. Does he roll to attack or does he roll wisdom save?
Oh, it's an attack spell. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
Ice knife? Shit.
Yeah. Ice knife. It says 60 feet. Instantaneous. You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
Okay. It's 5.
Okay, you know what? How about this? You're using the computer, right?
Yes.
Roll that thing 3 times, and then the 4th time is your roll, because I'm hating the computer right now for, like, you keep getting, like, bad rolls for 5 every single turn you get.
14?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's, like, alternating. You gotta buy some dice, I'm sorry.
Buy some dice. But, yeah, that doesn't actually hit.
Okay.
You do...
Really?
Yeah. Wait, did you add your spell modifier to it?
No, 14 plus 6, okay. That's pretty good, that's 20.
Yeah, okay. Don't forget the +6 part, because that's important.
Yes,
You get +6 for spell modifiers?
I think so. That's what I've written down.
Jeez.
What's the spell modifier?
It's your proficiency plus whatever you use to cast spells with.
Oh, I think that's not 6. Wait, is it 6?
Whatever, it's definitely, like, at least 4.
I think it is 4. Sorry.
You're fine. You still hit, so roll damage for that.
Damage? Okay. 20.
What? Okay, what level spell is this, and how did you get it?
It's a level 1 spell.
How did you get... Did you roll a d20 for damage?
Yeah.
You don't roll a d20 for damage.
Roll a d... What?
Does the spell say to roll a d20 for damage?
Let me look. It says roll d10. Don't look at me.
I was gonna say, there's no way level 1 can do d20 damage.
You can if you believe.
Right.
The power of love.
Cool. Damage is 1. Add anything.
I don't.
Just suck.
Well, it's not a d20 for damage.
I know, it's still a d10 rolled 1.
Alright, yeah, so I guess, like, it hits his, like, your ice blade hits his arm. Like, he's just, like, he's hurt, but he's still holding his bow. And, yeah, next is gonna be Lucia.
Is he still crying?
Yeah, no, like, his tears has not stopped. In fact, I think they, like,
God.
they think, like, they're, like, becoming stronger now because he got hit with ice.
Oh.
Alright, can I use, like, guiding, try and put this poor bastard out of his misery?
You're using what?
Guiding bolt?
Yes.
Aren't you a cleric?
Yeah, it's a level 1 cleric spell. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like to put him out of his misery.
he's a miserable abomination. He has to go away now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what does guiding light do? Or guiding bolt do?
The target takes 46 radiant damage, and the next attack made against it before the end of your next turn has advantage.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Alright.
No, you roll d20 first to see if it hits.
18.
Yes, it hits. So roll.
Nice.
Alright, d6.
Yes.
4.
Okay, yeah. So what does the spell look like?
It says it's radiant, so basically, like, I don't even need my staff at this point. I just call down a lightning bolt from heaven with my graceful hand.
Okay, yeah, so I guess with your graceful hand, you're just pointing up at the tip of the stalagmite there, and you sort of see, like, this energy just swirling around there, and then it shines spotlight down onto this goblin, and this goblin is just screaming in pain and anguish, and he is, like, as soon as, like, bathed in light, and as soon as his light goes down, he is dead on the floor. You killed off the goblin.
We did it!
And then I go back with my nails. Does that mean we get to go move forward?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Let's move forward.
Alright, so roll me perception then. Actually, you know what? You don't really need to roll perception because that's stupid. So, as you guys pass through, or at least Duva and Cadiana, you guys see two paths. You guys see a path leading to the right side, the side where Cadiana's on. You see, like, another entrance to a tunnel. And then Duva, since you were on the other side of the stalagmite, you see a tunnel heading straight. Kai, since you're on the left side, over to the left, you see a third tunnel heading down another path.
Okay.
So you guys have three choices.
I'm gonna try an investigation check again.
All right.
Not in favor of splitting the party.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Think 3 ways.
Hold on. That's 16.
All right, cool.
Finally, this time, after running that run.
So, I guess with an investigation check, you see the path where you are closest to. You hear water, or at least, like, you hear the faint sound of running water down that side. This, as you walk towards where Duva is at, and you're looking down that tunnel, you see faint traces of, like, cobwebs, or at least, like, some sticky web-like silk down there. It has, like, a couple of used path here, but nothing too severe. And then as you walk towards Kai, you see that this is the most well-tread path of the three. Like, this entire area has been used because the goblins do frequent here, but this is where they mainly go, or at least you could tell this is where the most footfall lay as they go slightly upward.
Well,
Okay. Path on far right is water. Path in middle is. It sounds like Sheilab's gonna be on the other side. There's a lot of cobwebs.
Oh no, I don't like that.
On the far left is well trodden. I say we should go in the far.
I feel like the chest wouldn't be hidden in the most well-traveled path.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. But I also don't want to fight giant spiders.
But what if the spider's protecting the chest?
Do you guys...
Yeah, you're right.
So, you see Gerald. He's, like, popping up there. He's, like, looking over the goblins like, wow, you managed to get one of the bastards, huh? Good job, y'all. I heard about the...
Just so nice of you to drop by.
Well, I'm not gonna stand around here and let myself get killed. I have importance to do. I have important work. I can't die yet.
Important work like what? I'm curious.
Gerald? Gerald.
Well, like, okay, it's a secret. I can't really share it off with you. It's like high class, high level type stuff. But I really need...
You're high class, Gerald.
Alright, he is gonna take... Yeah, he's just like...
I'm gonna do charisma, try to get him to tell us what important work he does.
What, like persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Roll.
Persuasion. Okay, 9 plus 6. Okay, I get 12.
How do you try to persuade him?
Well, I just say, wow, that sounds really, like important work. It sounds fascinating. Really, I would love to hear more.
Yeah, well, you won't actually get a chance to hear more until we get my grandmother's chest. So, how goblins usually work is like, they're sort of like stupid pack animals. Whenever they have treasure, they sort of stay around to it to make sure that it stays together. So the more goblins we find, the closer we get to the chest.
No, we should not go down the spider path, because I hate spiders.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to discredit it, but, like, the most likely places of the chest would be around here. Plus, we should probably get rid of the goblins first, since, they're going to be walking around everywhere to try to chase us.
Yeah, we can always, go back down the path we choose to pick a different path, right?
Try and persuade him to tell us what his special work is.
I mean, if you want to try to persuade him, you can. Kai didn't persuade him.
I'm gonna try.
Give it a shot.
I'm gonna arch an eyebrow and just kind of watch as it unfolds.
What'd you roll?
I rolled D20, right?
Yeah, roll D20.
19.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And I also plugged my persuasion, which is 6.
Okay, shit. How do you persuade him?
I just look at my notes, and as condescendingly as possible, I say, what could you possibly do that could be worth our time?
Okay, he is just, I guess, out of fucking spite. He stares at you, and he's just staring down there and is like, how about defeating an evil tyrant and saving the world? Is that good enough for you, high and mighty tiefling person thing?
Oh, and he's bringing race into this now. Is he? It's about me being a demon? Is that what this is?
Is he going there?
Is he pulling the race card?
Well, right now he's just glaring at you, so I guess.
I kind of shrug and dismissively wave my hand.
Oh, yeah. He hates you. He's just gonna look all of you as like, how are you gonna, why are you even with this guy?
Cadiana just...
I find him amusing.
Cadiana starts to wonder whether this is the right, adventure she should have.
Cadiana's ready to bail.
Maybe I didn't need the money.
Well, if this task is if it's now high and mighty for you, then we should get moving. We should get going to our next place. So where are we gonna go off to then?
I say just take the well-traveled path, cleared of enemies. Yeah. So take that path.
Yeah.
So as you are walking down the left path, let's see here. Alright, yeah, that's cool. So you're walking down the path. Do we still have our 4 whale buddies?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we name them?
If you want.
There's currently 4 of them. One's pink, one's blue, one's yellow, and one's
Green.
green. Okay.
It's whatever you want. I just named colors.
Can be pink. Can be.
We can each get one. Guys, there's 4 of
Alright,
them.
everyone named one. I'll name the pink one.
I want the light blue one.
So there's the green and yellow.
That's the yellow. He can be mustard seed.
Mine's gonna be named Bob.
Okay.
Mine's cash money.
Wait, so it's bad cash money, but what's the other one?
Mustard seed.
Mustard seed.
Mustard seed. And the pink one would be Wesley.
Wesley.
Okay, so Wesley, Mustard Seed, Bob, and Cash.
You know what? Not Bob. I'm gonna name him Dabbert.
Okay, Dabbert and Cash Money are like still swimming.
With Dabbert. We all get in line with Dab. Give him the whale dab.
Okay, yeah, the whale, like, you guys all dab as you're walking into the thing, and like the whales also dab with you, so it's like a dabbing conga line.
Real quick dab.
Dabbing.
So you're walking through this, and as you reach towards the end, you notice that there's like a bunch of rocks over to the side, like piled up over to the side, and the path you're on sort of like steeps up into like sort of like a slope. Like you can still walk it, but it's like obviously not gradually. It's more like one of those wheelchair ramps. I don't know. Like that's the angle it's going to.
One of those wheelchair.
I guess it's specifically the wheelchair.
One of those fancy.
Fine, it's fantasy cave wheelchair ramps. You see like wheel holes inside of it, where it's like.
Does this mean we're gonna beat up handicapped goblins?
Well, I mean, you made fun of the blind mentors.
I did.
I didn't know. I didn't know I'd be hitting on actual personal issues. No, I appreciate the accessibility of this cave. I mean, anyone, yeah, it's good. It's a mark of progress.
Wait, when we're walking up here and we're coming towards you, is this Kai saying that? Wow, this is beautiful.
Listen, you guys, literally everything that you say, if you don't address me, you're speaking this in character. Like, every time you talk.
We're discussing handicapped goblins.
Yeah.
Kai emotionally crippled goblin.
Alright. Are we gonna do a perception check or anything?
If you want to do a perception check, go ahead.
Should we all do a perception check?
Sure.
You want to do perception or, like, yeah, you can do perception.
Investigation.
Okay, so everyone doesn't, yeah.
I'll do an investigation.
Hold on, I want to hear, Kai, what did you roll, Jill?
I got a 9.
Alright, so you see the pile of rocks to the left and the wheelchair ramp path like I described before. Nothing has changed, it's the same.
Cool.
18.
Plus my perception, I got 20.
20. Okay, Lucia, you see a pile of rocks to the left and the wheelchair ramp floor because nothing has changed.
My turn.
I'm thinking there's nothing to see here.
Hold on, okay, yeah,
hold on. Investigation check.
No,
just
I heard-
to make
Yeah,
sure.
no, I heard you. Duva, you're rolling perception, right?
Oh,
What did you roll for investigation?
17 plus. No, just 17, right?
You're fine. You two. So, literally, you guys perceive the same thing that I described to you. But Duva and Cadiana over here, investigating the area, they actually notice that the rock over to the left have been stacked meticulously. Like, it looks like it's just trying to be like a natural cave-in or a natural pile of rocks, but it looked too stacked to be anything natural. And then you also notice wheelchair, like, grooves inside of the pathway on the ramp.
It's making me slightly uncomfortable now.
Is this someone's, like, craft? Is it their artwork?
Is there something inside the rock? Can I nudge it with my foot?
Sure, like, the pile of rocks isn't just a pile of rocks, it's, like, goes all the way up to the ceiling, so...
Neat. Oh, maybe not. I don't want to touch it.
Like,
Is it
it's like-
a can?
It's, like, about as tall as, like, half... Like, it's about, like, a 3-foot pile of rocks all stacked together.
Are they stacked or are they cemented together with something?
No,
Are
they're
they,
not,
like,
they're not
straight?
cemented, they're stacked.
So if you took one out, would the whole thing fall?
Yeah, if you, like, took the right one out. Yeah, I could see that.
But is
Hold
it?
on. Before anyone does anything,
What if it's holding the roof up?
Yeah.
What if it's
holding them?
No, it's not holding the roof up. It's 3 foot tall. You guys are taller than the rocks.
You said they were stretching to the ceiling!
wait, I know we're not really mesmerized by these rocks, but maybe, just maybe we need to, like, walk farther and be stealthy for once. I mean, I know I, myself, may have made an error by firebolting a octopus, what's it called, black manta?
Black mantle.
Mantle. Stout? Maybe?
So you wanna stealth on by?
go poke it?
Get your stealth on?
Yeah. At least I think that should be the way to go. Because we don't know what's behind those rocks. What if there's like an army of goblins right behind me or something like that?
Feet tall.
Oh,
Over.
point.
Can we see over it?
It's
Or
3 feet tall.
No, yeah, like, it's 3 feet tall, but it's sort of like, I guess, like, if you imagine a closed box, and the rocks are sort of, like, covering the top part of it, or, like, that's the shape of it. Yeah, like, it's stacked up from the floor to, like, getting closer to the ceiling, like, igloo-style stacking.
It's like a dome.
Yeah, trying to go natural looking, but yeah, it's more or less a dome.
Is this somebody's home?
Wait, could someone be inside of the rocks?
Somebody's
Is it like a structure that is concealing someone?
Somebody hit it.
Go ahead, hit it.
Maybe. Okay, I'll hit it. There's got to be something inside, right? I'll use my scimitar and hit it.
You're gonna use a knife to cut the rocks?
Indiana ready, so
Okay, maybe I'll kick
yeah.
it. What do you
Use the flat of the blade, like, dunk.
do? Yeah, I hit it. I don't want to cut it. I just want to be like, boom.
Are you gonna, like, try to wiggle one of the rocks out, or are you just, like, hitting the entire thing?
I guess I could try to win. Well, what if my sword gets stuck? I don't trust myself.
Well, like, I won't let you roll for it. Like, this sounds like an obvious thing that you could do.
Yeah, I'll just like wedge a rock out with my sword. My little like, just be like,
Okay, yeah, so you wedge... Are you gonna go for, like, the top rock?
yeah, something up top. So
Okay, so you wedge one of the rocks out. It's, like about a foot round, so it wasn't that hard to grab out, and you could see inside. And peering inside, it looks dark, but you got dark vision, right?
yeah,
You notice a flight of stairs leading down, and these rocks are, like, covering the entrance of these stairs, going
Oh.
down into the cave.
interesting.
So does that mean we have a choice of either going up the handicap ramp, going down the...
I would go down. It seems more suspicious.
Yeah, yeah. But are there more goblins?
I mean,
That's gonna be where there's goblins.
here there be goblins.
There are reasons.
if they have their handicapped guarding the chest?
Wow.
Well, they're not gonna be as capable.
Oh no!
Yeah, you see, the first thing you're gonna...
The whole wheelchair basketball team. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if you go down there, they can't go downstairs, though.
And there might be some ones who can walk down there. I don't know.
Anyway, I vote for going down the stairs because why would they try so hard to hide these stairs?
I'm wondering if
Right, amount of rocks.
Cadiana wonders if maybe there's a good reason why this entrance has been covered and something might be hidden under those.
Yeah, but it's not like they're trying to block it off. It seems more like they're just trying to conceal it. If it was like a huge boulder covering it, I'd be like, oh man, they're trying to keep something in there. But it was just some rocks like arranged. It feels like they're trying to make it look natural and hide something.
Gotcha. Okay. So we can open it up.
I vote we go.
Alright, so how do you get the rocks out?
Kick him.
Pick them up.
Gently with our
I don't
hands.
think I can firebolt.
Can we just unstack?
Yeah.
I'm pretty strong. I'm just gonna like start removing them, you know, just.
Yeah.
Alright, so you start removing these rocks to be unstacked, and you see, like, after you clear them out, I guess you're shoving them up, down, by the ramp, whatever, and you reveal a pair of stairs. Like, they're not carved, like, not human-made stairs, but they're stair shape, and they've been worn out to be like stairs, like, you know, like the natural rocks that just been
They're
used as
roughly
stairs.
hewn.
Hewn? Is that even a word?
Hewn.
Kai knows
It means,
words.
like-
Yeah, so you see a staircase.
Kai just comments on the roughly hewn stairs. Boy, those are roughly hewn.
Okay, so
Should we roll for initiative to see who goes down the stairs first?
No, there's unless you want to fight the stairs.
No.
Items.
It's just to see what order we descend the stairs. I don't know.
You can pick whatever order you want.
Fine. I feel like someone with
Well-
dark vision should go first, or send one of the whales down ahead of the party.
Well, okay, so I guess Gerald's gonna pop in and say, actually, if you guys are talking about order here, I'm gonna be last. I'm just saying, I'd rather you battle fodder be in front of me before I go down.
And no one is surprised by this.
Nope.
Just says that she takes out her mug.
Yeah, Kai just has a mug of tea right now.
He uses his fire breath to warm himself up a cup of tea.
It's like the sipping tea, but that's none of my business.
You said it was just one staircase?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I take my my fellow whales and have them
You
go on
have
ahead.
four whales. One of them's mine, and it's Dabbert.
You send these whales down, and you notice that, let's see here, as they go down, two of them sort of stay, like, every 10 feet or so. So the staircase goes down, like, about, 20 feet, like, at an angle here, so it's, like, normal stairs, but it's, like, 2 flights of stairs. And you see, the last 2 whales sort of circling each other in front of this, wooden door.
Okay, just straight down.
Just straight down.
There's no ramp or anything. You're just kind of like going down.
It's stairs.
Yeah. Okay, going down the stairs then.
Is the door locked?
Do you want to open it?
Yeah.
Alright, who opens it?
I will, I guess.
Alright, so, Cadiana, you open this door, and as you open it, right in front of you, let's see, there's 6? Yeah, right in front of you, you see a giant, massive, ugly-looking goblin, like, really fat and pudgy, surrounded...
Shut the door on him.
Okay, roll me... What? Okay, hold up. Roll me, I guess, a dex saving throw to see if you shut it fast enough before he notices.
Sure.
And I'll roll...
Would that be a d20?
Yeah, d20.
And that would be a 2.
You tried... Okay, I guess you opened it, and it got stuck on the wall. So as you tried to shut it down, you see the Goblin King just, like, this fat goblin guy, he looks at you and he just, like, screams, because right next to him are 3 other goblins, and they're all surrounding this enormous black chest.
Yeah!
Okay.
So I guess roll for initiative here.
15.
And mine's 11.
Okay. 7, but what do I... Oh, wait, okay, 10.
Duva, what'd you get?
10.
10? So for ties, it's whoever has the highest dexterity.
My dexterity is 16.
17.
Oh shit. Oh wait, do you add your dexterity bonus too?
Yeah, you always add your dex mod.
19.
All right, so Kai has 19.
So
20 with the dexterity mod. It's 17 plus the
Yeah.
dexterity.
Yeah, it's 17 plus dex mod. You said 17?
Yeah, my 20 is my dexterity with my dexterity mods.
Yeah, no, okay. So, all right here. So first up in the order is going to be Duva. Did everyone descend the stairs first off?
Yes.
Wait, I
Even
rolled-
though
Yeah.
I rolled more than Duva, because I had an 11.
I thought we were doing a tie, so like I'm before Kai, but
Oh, hold up. What did you roll for your initiative, Duva?
10.
10. Okay, so you stick with 10. Like, did you add
yeah,
your...
I also rolled 10.
Why'd you say 19 and 20?
Because we tied, so we were already preemptively seeing the dexterity and who had the higher one.
Okay, so Duva goes first, then Kai. So I guess with this rearranged order, Gerald is actually going to go first.
Right. You can expect him to do a whole lot.
So he is going to just, like, stare...
You should probably protect Gerald or something.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna look at you, Kai, and he's like, well, hold up, give me a second here. I got something that'll help you, don't discount on me yet. I got something that'll help y'all dumbasses. He is going to...
Excuse me.
Okay, he is going to perform a spell. He starts chanting, like, he's holding his hands together, and he's actually starting chanting and is, like, focusing on the ground here. And from this ground, you see vines starting to burst out through the stone around the goblins that we have. And so the goblins now need to make a strength saving throw against his DC. I'm gonna, like... Yeah, okay, so the goblins need to make a strength saving throw. Oh, fuck, that's a nat 20, so he good. Alright. Okay. And, alright, so the Goblin King, well, the Goblin Boss, I should say, actually manages to duck out. Since he was sitting on the chest, he sort of, like, fell backwards. But the other three goblins, you see them sort of get ensnared by the vines, these thorny vines that are wrapping themselves around their legs and their bodies.
Dab.
Well,
I'm just kind of like, if you could do that this whole time, why didn't you?
'Cause I'm tiny and squishy. I
But
can't...
you have magic!
But I have to concentrate for this spell to work. Hard to concentrate when someone stabs you in the back. Alright, so then
Can't argue with that.
Who's next in the line?
the next line is actually going to be one of the goblins. And he's going to try to break out of this, spell. And he fails miserably. He's still entangled in the vines here. So after that, it is going to be the Cadiana. Cadiana will go next.
cool. So are three of them on, three of vines, the other one's not.
Yep, three of them in the vines. They're the ones in front of this big black chest. And the goblin boss, the fatter one, is right behind them.
How close are the vines to me?
Let's say they're not close to you. They are... Yeah, it's a 20-foot square, so I guess you're like 30 feet away from them.
From this, cube of vines that they're all stuck in?
Like, you're 10 feet away from the cube of vines.
Okay, I go up to the cube of vines, the closest I can get to the vines, and then I reach out, touch on the vines, and do shocking grasp.
Can electricity go through plants? You know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
Roll.
hold on.
It's fantasy electricity. It's fantasy electricity. Roll.
Is this gonna kill the plants that are killing the goblins?
What?
So stand under a tree and lightning storm?
Oh, yeah. Electricity can do that, can it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so go do... I did not expect this at all. So, yeah, roll for shocking grasp, or do they roll to dodge it?
A melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage on the attack if the target is wearing armor made out of metal.
No,
On
these.
a hit, target takes 1d8 lightning damage. It can't take reactions until start of next turn.
Yeah, that's fine. These guys are wearing, or at least the ones that are entangled, they're wearing leather armor. But yeah, go ahead and make a roll for shocking grasp to see if it gets shocked through the vines.
And that's a 2.
Plus your spell modifier.
Spell modifier is intelligence plus proficiency.
Yeah.
2.
I mean, it's gonna be an 8, isn't it?
That's 8.
Yeah, no, that doesn't actually work. And yeah, so that doesn't actually work, and I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength?
Yeah.
It's a d20?
Yeah.
So that's a 1 with a -1 modifier.
What is that?
Are you dead?
Did you shock yourself?
No, so you tried to shock the plant, which is a good idea, but it didn't work, so these vines started wrapping around your arm instead. So now you're being entangled along with these entangled goblins.
That's fine.
So I guess the next one is the next goblin's turn, and he's going to try to make a strength saving throw to bust out. That's a nat 1, so he doesn't bust out at all. He's like more...
Everyone sucks.
He's the most entangled, but he's still going... I guess like since Cadiana, you're inside of the vines, he's still going to try to use his other arm to try to like smash you with his own scimitar. And I'll give him disadvantage since he's currently grappled.
Lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the good thing I get disadvantage. That was a nat 20. There we go. He rolled a 11.
So my armor class is my AC is 13.
Good thing it wasn't a nat 20. So he tries to swing at you, but along with the vines like pulling against his arm, he sort of whiffs. So after that, it's going to be Lucia. Oh yeah, Gerald's like staring at you, and he's just like screaming at you. He's like, well, he's trying to scream at you, but he's also trying to focus on this plant, so he's just condescendingly looking at you, mouthing the words "why" over and over again.
Can I do the spell command at the boss demon? Not demon, goblin.
Yeah, what does command do?
Target must pass a wisdom saving throw, or else follow a one-word command issued by you on its next turn. Commands can be approach, drop, lead, grovel, halt, or any other one-word command.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. He has to make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
So, what's the command going to be? Like, what are you screaming at him?
I'm gonna tell him to grovel.
To grovel?
Yeah, I mean, just like hit your knees, bitch.
Okay, so he's gonna try to... Oh, well, what's your spell DC for this?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It's usually 8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting mod.
Hang on. That's gonna be your proficiency plus your wisdom. So that's 5 plus 4 plus 8.
Wait, 5 plus 4 plus 8?
I think your proficiency is actually 2 though. Because like 5 plus. So it'd be 7 plus 8. 15.
Nope. So you cast down. Like, what are you shouting at him? You can't shout on your knees, bitch, because that is more than one word.
Grovel is the term.
Okay, so you point at him and you're shouting grovel. He is actually going to stand up and he's just gonna dead stare, look at you, like with hatred in his eyes. He succeeded the attack. And he is going to, like, I guess pull out his javelin and just point at you and say, like, your head is going to be mine.
Okay.
That's not ideal.
Give me your best shot.
Let's see, that was Lucia. So the third goblin, the third entangled goblin, he's gonna go next. He's gonna try to strength save out. That's a nat 1. He also gets entangled up more, but he is also going to, like, try to take his scimitar and just swipe it at Cadiana, too. Nope, that's gonna be a 10.
I'm just like dodging all these attacks or something.
Like, they only, like, the vines only entangled your arm here. You can't really move out, but you're not entrapped with them like they are, so you're just, like, swiping left and right. Next is going to be Duva.
Sweet. Well, big scary goblin that I might accidentally fuck myself up with. I think I'm gonna cut Cadiana out of the vines, because I feel like I'm not gonna be much help against this.
Okay, so you're gonna cut out of the, sure. Roll for plant, I guess?
Plant?
Like, you roll, roll to attack to see if you could cut it.
14 is my roll.
Yeah, add your strength to that.
So it's just 14.
It was just 14? Yeah, I'll say it works. So you run up there and, like, with your own scimitar in front of these 3 goblins, you just slice off the vine. So Cadiana has, like, a little bit of vine, used to be dangling on her arm, but it just falls to the floor. And you guys have backed up, so you're free from the vine's clutches there, Cadiana.
Yay!
Alright, so the next one is going to be Kai.
So all these goblins are tied up in vines, basically?
Yes. Except for the fat one behind.
Who's trying to kill me?
I'm gonna attack the fat one.
The fat one that's behind the 3 goblins that are entangled.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I'm gonna, like, run over to the fat one, and I'm gonna attack him with my longsword. With a 3. So I'm gonna say that I did not hit at all.
No, so you run around, like, carefully moving out of the vine's way to swipe with his longsword, but because you were so careful wandering around, I'm gonna say, like, you took that amount of time to give him more time to react to it, so he sort of, like, jumped back from it.
Damn, okay.
And it is actually his turn next. He was going to stab a javelin over at Lucia over there, but...
Oh, no, he's gonna attack me, right?
Yeah, now he's gonna attack you, so he's gonna... So he's gonna try to use his javelin to, like, shank you with it. That is a 16.
Okay, so I have an armor class of 14.
Yeah, so that hits. And you take a 1d6 damage. That's 1 plus 2, so that's a 3.
Okay.
So he sort of, like, jabs you in, like, the shoulder area to try to, as you swiped with his longsword.
Okay.
Gerald isn't gonna do much since the spell deals with concentration and he wants to make sure that these vines are entangling the goblins. So it's gonna be the next goblin's turn to try to, like, bust out. Oh, shit. He busts out, so he is free from everyone else, and I guess since he was the biggest one and was one of the ones closest to the chest, he's gonna turn around and try to swipe again at Kai.
Okay. Great, love it.
So that is a let's see, a scimitar. So that is a 14.
So it matches. 14.
Okay, so it missed. So he tries to swipe at you, you dodge it. Next, we go back to Cadiana.
Well, so we've got 2 in the vines, 2 goblins behind.
Yep, 2 in the vines, 2 outside fighting against Kai.
I'm gonna use magic missile.
Yeah, do it. Who are you aiming at?
Alright. So I'll have one of them hit the big guy, and the other 2 hit the king.
The boss one is the fat one.
But okay, one of them hits the goblin. Okay, there are goblins. One of them hit the goblin that was in the vines, and the other 2 hit the big one.
Okay, so you're attacking. Yeah, so it automatically hits, right, with magic missile?
Duration instantaneous. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, no, like, you don't need to roll for it. It's, like, automatic no matter where you, like, hit them. So yeah, each dart gets 1d4, so go ahead and roll for those.
Okay. It's a d4 plus 1 force damage. So one of the darts is a 3 plus 1 is a 4.
Okay.
One of them's a 4.
So 2 4s.
And one of them's a 5.
Okay, 2 4s and a 5. So how do you want to like split these out?
4 knock him out the vines, and then a 5 and below for the big one.
Yeah, so these bursts of light again come out of your staff as you wave around, and they sort of like dodge and duck through the vines and like the entangled goblins to hit the goblins behind it, and they each just beam them inside of their head. The fat one, the boss, seems okay, but one of the smaller ones seemed like a little bit worse for wear here. Alright, so after you is actually like the second entangled goblin. He's gonna try to bust out. He fails. So he's still stuck in. So after that is going to be Duva. No, sorry, Lucia.
Can I try Sacred Flame?
Sure, what does it do?
Flames descend on a creature within range that you can see. The creature takes a dexterity saving throw or takes 1d8 radiant damage. The damage increases to 2d8 at 5th level.
Okay, who are you, is it like an area or is it like one person?
One person.
Alright, so who are you aiming at then?
I'm gonna try the boss goblin again.
So making him groveling didn't work, so...
Just gonna give this one a shot.
Alright, so...
Trying things.
Fat Goblin needs to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not too bad. 11?
Alright, does that hit?
What's your spell DC? You said it was 15? 14?
8.
Wait, it's 8? What's your 8? You have a +2 proficiency, right? So that's 10. So what do you use to cast spells? Do you use wisdom?
Yeah.
So what's your wisdom proficiency?
1.
Your wisdom proficiency is 1?
For some reason, yeah.
What do clerics use to cast spells?
Pretty sure it's 1. I mean, wisdom. I mean, what?
What?
Wait, no.
I think. Are you sure it's not intelligence? Because intelligence has like history and religion and arcana.
Like certain magic users use different things. Like bards use charisma, rogues use charisma to cast spells, wizards use intelligence. I'm wondering what clerics use.
That's why I'm thinking it's intelligence.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, that makes the most sense. That's his highest.
Yeah. My intelligence modifier is 3.
Okay, yeah, so it'll be 3 then. So it'll be intelligence. So that would be a 13 AC.
Yeah.
A DC. So, yeah, he does not succeed.
Again?
No. Like, you hit him.
Oh, okay. And then I roll a d6, the damage.
I think it says D8.
Oh, yeah, it is a d8. 3.
3? Alright, so what do you use to cast spells? Like, what's your holy symbol?
Wait, what?
What do you use to cast spells? Like, do you have a wand? Do you have, like, a symbol? Like, is it some...
I have a staff that's shaped like a cross.
Okay, so you use your cross staff and you're just waving it around, and from, like, each of the points on the cross here in the triangle shape, you see flames coming out, and they sort of form into a laser as they shoot out into the goblin to do 3 points of damage. So he's sort of smoking from the attack. He wasn't caught on fire, but you did hit him. Alright, next is gonna be the third goblin. He's gonna try to bust out. Nope, he is still entangled in the vines.
Okay, so there's Fat Goblin, Freed Goblin, and 2, like...
Entangled goblins. Yes.
My turn, right?
Yep.
Alright. I mean, so Lucia wants me to attack Fat Goblin because, you know, I need help. Yeah, Kai. Kai's over there.
Alright.
What do you want to do?
I'm scared to do anything.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
Gerald's gonna go, Gerald's just gonna squint, and he's like, do fucking something! Can't do this alone!
Okay, so since there's 3 goblins, I'll attack 3 goblins. Fat Goblin's the biggest guy, right?
Yep.
Ice Knife. shoot him, stay back, and shoot him.
Alright, yeah, you rolled a hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
Oh no.
What?
7.
Okay, yeah, no. You try to
Damn.
shoot Fat Goblin from a safe distance, but it actually, like, hits the vines, and so the vines take the blunt of the damage, not the goblins. So Kai's
Does it hit one
turn.
of the no, it's one of the goblins.
No, it hits the vines.
Just the vines.
Alright, Kai, you go.
Okay, I'm going to use my sword again, try to hit. Is there a goblin that's untangled? right
Yeah, Fat Goblin and first Untangled Goblin, they're both surrounding you.
now? Okay, I'll fight the little one. Okay, it's a 4.
No, like, even, I'm pretty sure even with, like, your strength and modifiers, that's not gonna do it.
No, it's not.
So, yeah, you tried to swipe it, and he sort of ducked under your long sword as you swiped through. And,
Dang it.
yeah, then it's going to be Fat Goblin's turn. And since you're still closest, he's going to take that javelin and... Actually, no, like, the last one he hits was, like, Sacred Flame on, Lucia. So he's going to try to take that javelin, and he's going to try to throw it, beam it at Lucia's head.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Alright, so that is a 17.
Oh, fuck. That hurt.
Alright. It does, wow, this thing really sucks. It does 1 damage to you.
Wow. Alright.
The javelin just sort of comes in there and just, again, hits you, like, nicks you on the arm, I guess. Yeah, so you take 1 damage, Lucia.
This is my nice white robe, so I'm a little mad.
Gerald, he's still gonna chant with the vines, become one with the plants. Other fat one, he's gonna swing his, like, the free one's gonna swing his scimitar at Jill for a, 12.
Okay, armor class 14, so
Nope,
doesn't hit.
he's gonna miss, so we go off to Cadiana.
Hello. Has there been really any damage on the kin guy, the big one?
Yeah, he's been getting hit.
I mean, like, is he showing any kind of
I've been
damage?
trying.
Yeah, okay, so he's been getting hit, and he's actually, he does show a lot of wear for all the attacks, since all of you guys have been focusing on him.
Okay, I think I'm actually gonna use my other level 1 spell slot,
Mm-hmm.
Witch Bolt.
Ooh.
So with that one, I create a beam of crackling blue energy of sustained arc of lightning between me and the big guy. And then on hit, the target will take a d12 lightning damage. And then each of my turn for the duration, I can use my action to deal another d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
Shit.
And the spell ends if I use my action to do anything else. So it just kind of like keeps coming.
Alright, yeah, so go ahead. Do you roll to hit, or does he have to make a... Yeah, you make a range attack, so go ahead and make a range attack for me.
And wait, I need to do, what do I add to it again? Intelligence?
Yeah, your proficiency.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's a d12. Which dice is it?
The 12-sided one.
And that's 11.
Okay, so you send this blue lightning bolt, I guess, from your staff, and it's just arcing over the vines and vines. And like all the other spells that you're shooting before, it just hits him on the head, and so he's just covered with blue electricity. And he falls down dead. You guys have killed the boss goblins. You actually see, like, the other goblins, and, like, the one, like, next to him, he's going, like, no! No, why'd you guys do that? No! He was supposed to be my best man at my wedding! You'll pay for this! And, yeah, so he's gonna try to... Well, he doesn't get free from the vines. They're so weak and stupid. Lucia's turn here.
Alright, so is there like one more goblin trying to hit us right now?
There's one goblin free that is by Kai, and 2 of them are still entangled.
Okay, can I try one of my cantrips? You raise your hand and a burning radiance erupts from it. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
So, I guess, like, the other 3 thing, I'll just roll for them. That's 11, 9. You're hitting all 3 of the goblins, right?
Yeah.
That's an 8. Yeah, they don't hit. They fail. They all fail.
Great.
Yay.
I tried.
No, like, they failed. Like, you hit them.
Ah,
Whenever I say they failed,
yeah.
You gotta be more clear, just a little, because
Please.
I keep getting confused.
no, if I say that you failed, I'll say you failed. If I say they failed, that means they failed.
Oh.
When you say they fail, I think it's like they as in the attack.
No, okay, so, like, the goblins failed. So, you do the damage.
Okay. And then I'm gonna roll the d6 for how much damage.
Yep.
4.
4. So, do they each get 4, or do you roll 3 times for it?
No, they each get 4.
Alright, so, what was this thing again? Sacred Flame?
No, Hand of Radiance.
Okay, so, yeah, so you put out your hand out. Do you want to say something cool with this?
How about, repent, you filthy animal.
Okay, with that, fire comes out, and in, like, a beam of light, it's just shooting through these goblins. The ones that are entangled in the vines look pretty damaged, and the last one by Kai is actually fell down dead. So you still have 2 goblins left entangled in the vines. Yeah, it's actually the 3rd goblin's turn to try to get out. Oh, look at that! He actually succeeded to get out, and he's going to try and take his scimitar and run at, I guess, Lucia, since you're the one who just attacked him. That is a 14.
Mine's 15.
Okay, yeah, so, like, he tries to hit you, but it sort of, like, chinks off your armor or whatever, so it doesn't do anything. And it is Duva's turn next.
My turn? Okay. I guess, like, I'll try to ice knife him again.
How many
No.
spell slots you got?
Oh, how many did I use? I used 2. I think I only have, like, 4. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna use my scimitar then.
Alright, go ahead and roll for that.
Yeah, 18.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Roll for damage?
Still a d20, yeah?
No, damage roll.
So, whatever.
It's a d6.
6. Wow.
Woo!
But I did.
6? Okay, so 6 plus strength. Yeah, this goblin that is, like, fail to stab, Lucia, you take your scimitar and you just, like, cut his head off with, like, one swing here. So he is dead. And Kai, it is your turn. You still have 1 entangled goblin left in the vines.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my dagger and try to stab him.
Alright, go ahead and roll for that.
Okay, I got a 10, and do I add anything to that initial roll?
Yeah, like, if you're using stabbing action, you'll use strength, and I'm pretty sure you're proficient in simple weapons, so I think you're proficient in daggers.
Okay, so, yes, I am. It's 10, this is 13, 15.
15, yeah, you hit.
Okay. And, so I roll for damage, which is a d4. 2.
Don't forget to add strength to that.
Oh, right, okay, 5.
Yeah, so you just stabbed this guy in the back, and he, like, wiggled, and then he just sort of stopped. He was facing everyone else, so logically you were behind the goblins.
Don't feel so cowardly, I'm not.
Yeah, so you stab it in the back, and they're dead. So you see Gerald, like, he releases his spell after concentrating, and all the vines sort of, like, retreat back into the stone, and you're left surrounding 4 dead goblins and a black chest.